Drop it.
Olá, aqui que fala é o Gamer. Sejam bem-vindos para mais um vídeo. Vamos continuar aqui a história do honkai.
You ready yet? If you want... What? Not much. We just chat. I made a promise to Branya. All right.
Well, my friends, are you ready to head out?
I have returned.
Branya, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld.
The underworld. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Branya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance. To help the rest, we also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog, and learned some...
I'm listening. Go.
Madam Kokolia. It is my firm belief that the visitors from... I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice, and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to Mother. You've always known the truth about the Stellaron, so... I ask you to forgive my defiance, but... I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds...
Enough!
What?
You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that guards!
They are not my entire life. Everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clear. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is.
I knew this moment would come sooner or later. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right?
Yes.
Then come with me, Branya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
We're finally back.
No.
Where's...
Nope! Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel.
Classic, unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he...
No way! The boss will recognize us. Plus, Silvermane guards are stationed near. Don Hung, what do you...
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Survival.
So, you think we should avoid Japard for the time being?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter...
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's...
But...
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just the last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. The overworld, and the... I'm okay. Let's go. There are so many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time. Might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Bronya.
Who is it? Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow. Huh? Ah, I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still quick? Act natural and get inside.
All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Bronya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Cocolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are going to need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Cocolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details. Me? None. What Cocolia and the Architects get up to has nothing to do with me. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me...
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Bronya recently. After all these years in isolation and without a single word, I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, when I was still one of the Architects working in the Scientific Research Division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the Architects. Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the Architects dug out the truth long ago. The research was just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been... Maybe I should be thanking Cocolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure. I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious. Cocolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, she gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's is she being compelled by previous generations of Guardians to make such baffling decisions? Japard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Branya's letter to his... You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if... Yes. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog. Somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible. Ideally before Kokolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid the area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with. Correct. And it's different from the underground towns you described. The Fragmentum there has quite literally torn everything to pieces. There's no sign of life, despite the monsters.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great! Phew.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get... That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready. Darn it! I forgot my brother said, find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Japard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with me.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something...
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my...
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better.
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a...
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden?
I've been instructed...
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on...
Don't say that. Forget it. Last night, Lady Branya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the three intruders may have followed Branya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue...
So that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from...
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klepoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd return.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's work...
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it.
Wait!
What is it?
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a...
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning?
Am not! How dare you!
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got...
Hey! Wait a sec. Those
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian. But
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Phew.
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger.
Attempting to storm Klepoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission. Rest assured.
You sound like Bron...
I would... Come on, let's go to the...
Cada reviravolta, Jesus.
Is Bronya really safe?
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Come around and have
Close is a bit much. But I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've...
Oh, they've jacked up security all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in?
Leave it to me. Stick...
This is a military base. Wait, isn't that... Ha! Serval!
Well, if it isn't Franz.
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. So, what brings you over here at this hour?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations.
I didn't hear anything about...
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already.
No, that's, not some... Seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be... Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you...
Thanks, Franz.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
I'm aware that there are those among you who see the reserve units as a vacation. But let me set one thing straight. This is the restricted zone. The fragmentum before you conceals monsters that want the situation. As such, yes, sir.
Looks good. See? That was easy.
You're Japard's sister, all right.
I don't want people to... Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at Hell on Earth. They do. The architects believe that Hell can exist on any world. A plight that will inevitably come to be without intervention. In the future, a terrible catastrophe will arrive. If under Klepoth, that's the belief of the architects. If we want to progress further north...
Exactly.
I help set the underlying mech...
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Handboll. Não, eu não estou. Ou melhor, de ferro. Não, eu não estou editando, estou literalmente a gravar. Vou voltar. Eu literalmente só desci as cascadas, mas pronto. Aquelas coisas.
Nope. This terminal's offline. We can't...
So what's the plan?
Look for another.
I never would have guessed that Japard and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests. In our family, we have a strong military tradition going back generations. Many a Landau has died in their prime. There's not a lot of brother and sister time. Everyone just does their best to get on with their life.
Tem enigmas. Só que são enigmas de canos. É tipo, tu tens um painel de canos, tens que mexer os canos. É tipo, na realidade nem é cabos, é canos energéticos. É tipo como se tu tivesses um painel de canos de cabos energéticos e tu mexesses nos cabos, não é? Para a energia passar. E dá a fazer muitas coisas com isso, como sei lá, fazer isso num helicóptero, o helicóptero anda e localiza-te um baú. Oi? Ainda bem que não era para tua voz, não ajudava a ser monetizado. Se bem que também não tenho monetização.
Darn! Can't activate it.
But
with the front lock that way, even.
Anya was right.
Just my. Let's press on.
Não, ficar traumatizado ainda não importa. Disse que eu tenho que ser energia para isso. Não é, Rui? Yeah. Como assim expliquei isso melhor que eu não estou a perceber um bocado?
That's it! And it's behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the mechanism.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
As long as we can gain access permissions to them.
Peraí.
That's why Come on.
Estás a gozar que isto é o Stellaron? É só um círculo de energia, parece um gerador de energia, só que está porcaria que gera energia para toda a existência. Que gera energia maluca, que nem maluca, que é uma semente do caos.
Are you the emergency engineers?
Not yet. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations of
No. No can do. No one gets near the energy.
Not even the
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No.
You.
Precisamos de uma chave para abrir. Vamos ter que roubar uma criptochave. Que tal do lugar de segurança para poder invadir esta porra?
You! Hold it right. This is a military base, temporary.
Ok. Os enigmas aqui são bem malucos, como...
Serval, this gun, do you know him?
You bet I do. We go way back. He's easy to talk to. Watch me persuade him.
Então um guarda de segurança é um gajo que conhece e que costuma conseguir convencê-lo facilmente.
Hey, done! It's been...
Serval, it's been a long time.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He's...
Oh, you play rock?
Pleased to meet you.
Hello. Zachary, how many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
I haven't showered.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again?
Sabe o que ele fez para se livrar disso? Disse, basicamente, forçou dos guardas baixos a dizer que não toma banho há 2
My
dias.
keyboard guy is
That was a long time, though I don't stand on ceremony.
I've checked the lines. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Anything wrong, Dunn?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japar...
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis.
And may I ask, when did he...
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol.
Aha. Captain Japard just returned to the front line.
Huh? Hold up, he's back?
You haven't checked these people you've brought. They're not workshop assistants, right?
Ele controla tudo e pediu para ela vir cá, por isso é que ele conseguiu acesso. Ele voltou para cá ver eles com uma coisa vai dar.
Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident.
There goes the negotiation.
Vai embora e nós tratamos disto. Fogo, nós chamamos King. Ela base, limpa-se de tudo, nós chamamos
I brought you
King.
guys here, and I'm standing with you. Done. This concerns the...
Serval! My rock and roll soul.
Ela fosse embora não ia fazer diferença, já que eu uso essa personagem na minha equipe, então, querendo ou não, o paradoxo ia bugar. E a porrada vai começar. A hora da porrada começou a luta.
Practice is over.
Dá-lhe dar hit kill.
Swords descend.
Dá-lhe. Mas
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it. Rules are made to be broken.
Então faz tudo isso na história. Exceto o
Help me improve. Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move. Help me improve.
O que? Não vai jogar o quê?
Blade and fight.
This song's for you.
Turn it up.
Então, se acho que ganho o último. Em que jogo?
Serval?
Não sei qual é.
Sorry, done. Time for a little nap.
Ok.
He's just unconscious. Don't worry.
Isso é para outro. O jogo é antigo. Já é a terceira ou quarta vez que eles dão um jogo de graça.
Strong, though.
Então já tenho...
Wildfire lacks people like him.
Got it. The encryption key.
Ei, putz. Pois, não, que ele tinha o líder de segurança. Esquece, fodeu. Começou tudo a apitar.
That's the enemy
Pelo menos
attack
temos a
alarm.
chave. Ao pôr a chave abrimos, por isso. Tem que agora voltar à força, abrir.
We've made it up till now.
Mandar energia abaixo, acho que o celeiro ele está lá dentro, vai abrir-nos a porta.
If I'd
Com isso,
known he
vamos
had the
conseguir
encryption
manipular
key from the
as para
start,
abrir o lugar para o celeiro.
I could have snuck in and taken it off him myself.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, Sela. Activating the gear bridge.
Tome! Bora, a gente está com tudo a... Caraca, só 5 canhões.
Strike with heart. Time for the main event. Keep up. Let's go. Yeah.
Tá.
Reach the end of the story in your own.
Pior personagem quando alguém chega no fim da história da sua própria maneira.
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up.
Caralho, que ritmo aquilo. Finalizar.
Ready to lose yourself?
Tome. Deixa-me desligar isto.
Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all. So, how many of my moves, Blade? In flight! Let's rock!
Let's go.
Watch this!
Tome menos um. Tá limpo. Zona limpa. Abra.
We're in.
It's open! Oh,
Give me some time. Who designed this operating system? It's so... Emergency fire evacuation. Rock and... Gear bridge can... That's it.
Ponto. Reinicia o sistema.
Serval,
Reinicia o sistema, desliga os bloqueios dos mecanismos e agora sem bloqueios nós vamos poder simplesmente abrir os controles, girar a cena e vamos poder passar para o lugar.
Well,
do outro lado.
either we reason with them or charge straight through the blockade. Let's play it by ear.
E depois do outro lado já é a zona
There's a big
totalmente
guy
corrompida, não
passing
tem mais
over
ninguém lá. Vivo, ali no monstro. Máquina. Vamos arrebentar com tudo.
A strong ad.
Flip entrou. Porra.
Try that again!
Não me combina muito, peraí. As coisas aí. Talvez demore um pouco mais que eu fazer, mas literalmente
Swords descend!
estou a fazer uma missão no jogo. Já vai acabar, então tenho que terminar pelo menos esta luta, porque senão vai ficar a fazer barulho. E não dá para entender muito katana.
Turn up the volume.
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken. Let's go.
Batter up. Time for some sword play. Strike with heart.
E o gajo que reduz a energia. Agora vai-me complicar.
Up my tempo.
This is our chance. Take this!
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with
Bom,
it.
mas
My music. Conquers all.
You have the worst luck running into.
Afinal, vou precisar de mais.
Blade in flight!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Vai embora depois do corte, sei lá. Esta porra tá um pouquinho assim, um pouco lenta por causa da paradinha. Ok, melhor desligar isto por